The best ways to train your non-skilled home care staff. The best ways. What's up, my people? This is Coach coming to you from the ATL. Guys, I'm doing things a little different today. I want to talk to you about creating a program, making sure that you're training your caregivers. To make sure I didn't forget anything, because you know I freestyle, I wrote down my notes. So I may add to them. However, I wanted to write down some notes to make sure I don't miss anything. For those of you that are chiming in for the first time, what's up? Welcome. Those of you that are repeat success home carepreneurs in the making, aspiring home carepreneurs that are out there doing the daggone thing. Welcome back. You know I love you. For those of you that are chiming in for the first time, my name is Michele Williams, aka Coach Michele, and I help aspiring entrepreneurs all over the globe start and grow their home care business. And I love what I do. So thank you guys for tuning in. So let's jump right into it. First thing I want you guys to do, I feel like a teacher. I've been in this teacher mode lately. First thing I want you to do is create a comprehensive training program that covers your services and policies and procedures. Guys, what I have found, and I've been guilty of it, is that when we orientate new caregivers, sometimes we speed through that thing. Because we got things to do, people to see, places to go. So we speed through it, and we really don't take our time to orientate them correctly, properly, and to set them up for success. So I want you to put together a comprehensive program specifically for your business, for your caregivers, right? I want it to include your services. Make sure they understand, because they are the eyes and ears in the client's home. Someone may sign up for personal care services. They may sign up for a couple of hours when they really need more. They may sign up for companion when they really need personal care. They may sign up for either of those two services and need to add services. So I think it's really important for your caregivers to know the services. Don't just hire them as a caregiver and then orientate them on the client and the service plan that they are in the home providing tasks and completing these tasks for. You want them to know your services so they can be a part of the business. They're a part of the company. For those of you that don't know, if you don't have great caregivers, you don't have a business. And then I want them to understand the policies and procedures. Now, are you going to give them a copy of your policy and procedure manual? No. Are you going to give them your policies and procedures? No. I want you to explain to them the policies and procedures that directly affect them and the client, meaning client rights and responsibilities. Your caregivers should know that. How to make a change. The caregivers should know that. If a client goes to the caregiver and say, hey, I need more hours, or can you stay on a weekend? The caregiver should be knowledgeable enough to say, call the agency, versus, yeah, I could do that. That's why some of y'all say the caregiver stole your client. No, you gave the client away. You didn't orientate, and you ain't have nothing in place to train and teach the caregiver. So you want to make sure the caregiver knows your services, your policies and procedures, and it helps to develop the culture of your business as well, okay? The next thing is provide ongoing training to keep your staff up to date on industry trends and best practices. Guys, if there's some trends that's going on, you want to make sure you keep your caregiver up to date. As far as best practices, you want to make sure that the caregiver is performing his or her task for the client to the best of their ability and doing it as easy and as safe as possible. Make sure you go over that, guys. You have some caregivers that have so much experience and they're used to doing things a certain way because they went through CNA school 30 years ago. So you want to make sure, because things have changed, there may be an easier way. You want to make sure that they understand that a Hoya is a 2-person transfer. A lot of skilled caregivers would be like, oh yeah, I could do it. You want to make sure you mitigate your liabilities as much as possible. Why set yourself up for failure in anything you do? Set yourself up for success. Set your caregivers up for success. Set your clients up for success. Set your business up for success, and everybody set up for success to mitigate your liabilities as much as possible. And when I say industry trends, guys, sometimes there's new equipment that comes out. If you keep your caregiver abreast of like, oh, this is a new equipment. This is a new way to do this. This, that. The caregivers, again, they're your ears, eyes, and your mouth, right? Because they're gonna be the ones that say, oh, call the agency. Oh, call my manager. Would you like me to call my manager? So it's important for them to know, because there may be an easier way for them to do their job based on equipment that's in the industry that may not have been available when that client signed up. Third thing, this is huge, guys. Use a mix of classroom, virtual, and hands-on. Guys, people learn differently. So mix up your swag. When you create your training, you want to think of everyone. So you want to think about putting something together where they can touch, feel. So maybe you have a mannequin, like we had Miss Jackson, where, you know, the caregivers could come in, touch Miss Jackson, transfer Miss Jackson, you know, bathe Miss Jackson, make sure they know how to do peri-care. So that's one way if you have a hands-on. And side note, I purchased Miss Jackson a mannequin, just like a store mannequin. It wasn't the one that they use in CNA school. It's very, very expensive. I purchased one from Craigslist. Someone was selling, and I paid, I think, $50 for it. So you don't have to go out there and spend a whole lot of money. So you want to have some hands-on. Then virtual. Not everybody can get in at the same time. So maybe you could set up some type of Zoom session, video training, something like that. Or you may invest in a company that offer training virtually online. And then the classroom. That's nice. And you may be thinking, Coach, I work from home. Then you can utilize a space like I'm in right now. My husband and I, we own a co-working space here in Douglasville, Georgia. So if you guys are in Douglasville, Georgia, you can come and rent my space. And I have a classroom in the back, have rooms and a classroom set up where you can literally, let me see if I can show y'all the classroom. Y'all want to see the classroom? Let me see here. Hold on. I'm going to unplug this here. Okay, come on. Come on, guys. Let's see. So, so some of you, may need a classroom. So see, I have a classroom set up. If you want to use a classroom at my co-working space, we got a nice board right here. So, hey, get your classroom on, right? You could try your, library, your local library. You may want to rent out at another co-working space. So there's a lot of different things that you could do. All right, guys, here we go. We're back. So that's your mixture of classroom, virtual, hands-on. Okay, so you want to mix it up. There's a company that's called Nurse Nerd or Nerd Nurse. She sells training courses that you can use. It's only like $15. So you can utilize those. You can turn them into online training. You can do whatever you want, but that's what I recommend. A mixture of classroom, virtual, and hands-on. Then the last one, monitor staff performance and provide feedback, support, maybe even set up where you have a CNA go out to monitor them via shadowing. Like for those of you that have been in the corporate world, those of you that are in the healthcare industry, you may have a preceptor, you may have someone that's experienced come out and shadow you, or you shadow them when they're in the home, brand new caregivers, no experience, may have just graduated from CNA school. So you want to make sure you set them up for success, guys. So I'm going to do a quick recap. You have the best ways to train your non-skilled home care staff. You want to create a comprehensive training program. Those of you that came to my conference, don't forget Joy. Remember, Joy was a company that she works with. They give grants. They give free money, right? Those of you that were at conference, they give free money to help you start your training program, okay? You had to be at conference to get that information, right? So then you have provide ongoing training to keep your staff up to date on industry trends and best practices. You want to make sure that your clients are safe, your caregivers are safe, you're safe as far as your caregivers. The next thing, monitor staff performance and provide feedback and support. Maybe do CNA shadowing. Maybe the CNA could go out to the home and shadow that person, show that person how to do it. If he or she is brand new in the industry, may have just graduated from CNA school, you may have trained them, they may have come from another state, different agency, whatever the case may be. Orientate them so they are aware of your culture, how you do things, what you expect, your policies, your procedures, and everything else that goes along with it, guys. So it's important. It's very, very important. Take care. God bless. I hope to see each of you at conference March 2024. And you can get your ticket by going to myhomecarecoach.com and clicking on events from the menu. Take care. God bless.